Hi, my name is Peter Park. I'm Adaptive Sports and Paralympic Sports Coordinator for the Center for Individuals with Physical Challenges. Today we'll be talking about rock climbing. Once we open up, rock climbing won't be readily available, but it will open up at some point. So I would like to give you some more information and what we do at the Center with rock climbing and describe you some of the equipment that you guys probably have used at the center if you guys climbed before, or if you haven't, will this still be a informative session for you guys to learn what kind of equipment we use, gear we use. So first I would like to show you guys some of the equipment and gear that we have at the center that we use for rock climbing, standing or for ambulatory and also for non-ambulatory. So this is our rock climbing wall. We have 4 different panels. So each of these different sections have different difficulties by setting the rocks in different formations. And the one on the top, it says perfect descent, is an auto belayer, so you don't need anybody down here to belay you. If you are skillful enough that you could just click that on and climb by yourself, and you could descend by yourself, and it will control the speed that you come down. And also you can see the rope that's hanging. That's set up for adaptive climbing. So I would like to show you some of the equipment that we have for adaptive climbing. And first thing I would like to show you is, obviously we need our helmet to protect our head just in case we do fall or we do swing and hit your head on the rock. So it's always important to protect your head. And second thing we need is a harness. So one on the left is for an adult and one on the right, the blue one, is for a child or a junior size. And as you see, the child one also has a suspender or a strap that goes over your shoulder, so that once the individual loses balance, they don't tip back or they lose control of their body, so they stay upright. And for an adaptive equipment, this is a harness that we use for individuals that are not ambulatory or doesn't have enough leg strength to climb. So for myself, I prefer using this because I am paraplegic and I have lack of balance. So this helps for me to climb much easier and comfortably. So basically you sit down, you have all these different straps that's coming with, and there are numerous straps. So it will tie you, kind of put you in a seat and tie you down and cinch you all the way down to the seat that you're not falling out of the seat. And then we will connect you to the rope right here. And also with that rope, you have this equipment right here, which is called a pulley system. So you attach this to the rope and to your body so that you don't lose it when you accidentally drop it. And instead of holding on to the rock, which you're welcome to do with the harness, but if you don't have enough strength, that's when this pulley comes in handy. So you could pull this instead of holding on to the rock and climb. And next thing we have is brand new that we haven't used yet. This is called a halo. And this halo is used with the harness. So individual that has really low balance point or have hard time balancing could put this around their head, which is called a halo, and it will protect your head, and also it will help your body stand straight up. And one thing I forgot, probably very important thing that I forgot is also called a carabiner. You probably see this a lot. We use it to belay, tie our ropes, and also connect it to different equipment that you have so that you are always safe. So this is our rock climbing wall at the center. I know we won't be opening right away once you guys come back, but I just want to show you guys the rock climbing the wall we have for the individuals that we haven't climbed yet. And for the individuals that's been climbing regularly, and would like to try some different equipment, such as Halo or a harness, you're always welcome to try it once we start back up. So at this time, I want to show you some of the exercises that you could do to prepare for rock climbing. And you need a lot of finger strength and your hand strength for rock climbing, as well as you need a lot of your leg strength. But a lot of the times your leg muscle has already been developed because of walking, exercising, and running, and whatever you might do. But a lot of times our fingers are not as strong as you want to be for climbing. So there are a few exercises that you could do to strengthen your fingers. As you know, as you can see, I'm at the center, and I just picked out some of the things that I saw at the center that you could use. So the first thing you have is some of the weights that we have, is free weights. So first exercise is to strengthen your fingers. As you can see the handle. Instead of holding the handle with your whole hand or with your whole finger, instead of that, you try to hold the tip of it with tip of the weight with tip of your finger, as you can see. And you could hold them up, which will also fatigue your shoulder muscle, but you could just leave it down if you want. And just hold it with your fingertips. And try to hold it as long as possible. And right now I'm using a 5-pounder, but if this is too light for you, you could use 10 and slowly increase up as your fingers get stronger and stronger. And your arm gets stronger and your forearm also gets a little bit stronger. So this is your first exercise that you could just try to hold things with your fingertips and hold it as much as possible. So for both hands. And other thing I found at the center that you can use, or you could probably use this at home too if you have a stress ball or a squeegee ball. I usually do this when I'm watching TV or just sitting at my desk, or when I'm reading. Just squeeze it as hard as you can. And try to use your fingers also. And this will also work your hand and also your forearm. So squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And this will also help you with your grip strength. So you do this about a minute or 2 minutes, or try to increase it slowly as you get stronger and better at it. And another thing I found that you could utilize, since this is an adaptive center. So this is a clamp for a free weight that you put on the bar so that the weight doesn't fall off when you lose balance. But for this, has a function of you can squeeze. So as you can see, this is a little bit harder than the squeezy ball. So if you are a little bit stronger, you could probably use this. See, as you see, you could squeeze it. So you could squeeze this by holding it just like this and just squeezing it. And if it's too small, you could also do it sideways. And if you have anything similar to what I have, since I just found these laying around at the center, and if you could find something at home that you could squeeze or you could hang on to using your fingertips, by holding something with your fingertips in the air, or also you could try to hang like a pull-up bar or anything that you could hang on to and just let your body rest. And you don't have to have your whole body dangling or your whole body weight, but you could also do this sitting down. Just try to hold on to it with your fingertips by lifting just a little bit up your upper body, and just gravity do all the work, and all you have to do is just hold on to it with your fingertips as long as possible. So those are the exercises that you could do before the rock climbing starts.
so you could get your hands and your body stronger and get prepared once it starts up.
Well, I hope you guys tried some of the exercises that I showed you and get ready for rock climbing once we open up. And if you haven't tried it, please come talk to us and we'll get you started. And I hope you enjoy it. And that's all I have for you today. Thank you for your time and have a good day.